Good morning, everyone. We're going to be singing a new chant for us at the request of the youth. And go ahead and introduce it.
Good morning. We're going to start our service by singing Earth, Air, Fire, Water, which Scott will teach us.
Beautiful. Okay, so it is, the words are very simple. They'll be up here. And it goes, the earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. And then right after that, it goes into just I-E, 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 I-O. I-O. Sorry. I-A, 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 I-O, 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 I-O. I-A, 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 I-O, 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 I-O. And they just go follow each other and go straight through. So let's try it again. 2, ready, go. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Thank you.
Good morning. Come in. Come into this place which we make holy by our presence. Come in with all your vulnerabilities and strengths, fears and anxieties, loves and hopes. For here you need not hide, nor pretend, nor be anything other than who you are called to be. Come into this place where we can touch and be touched, heal and be healed, forgive and be forgiven. Come into this place where the ordinary is sanctified, the human is celebrated, and the compassionate is expected. Come into this place because together we make it a holy place. And as we begin our service, let us take a moment of grounding to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional land of the Duwamish people, stewards of this land in the past and the present. With humility and gratitude, we honor this land and the Duwamish tribe and commit to our role in the story of repair of our relationship with this land and its people. Whoever you are, wherever you have come from, whatever the color of your skin, whoever and however you love, however your body moves or your brain works, however you identify, you are welcome in this faith community. Our Unitarian Universalist tradition has no test of faith, no creed or oath to swear. We have instead the promises we make to one another, commitments we make to healing a hurting world within and beyond these walls. Welcome, everyone.
And now let's take a moment to light our chalice. Our chalice lighter today is Madison Wagner. Would you please come forward? The chalice is the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist heritage. May its heat energize us for the work that is ours to do. May its light take our vision clear and bright. May its warmth comfort us always. This morning, as we light this flame, we mark this time as sacred time. We mark this space as sacred space. Let us share in all of this together. Now, as Madison Wagner lights our chalice, please join me in speaking the words of our congregation's affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this congregation. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship. Thus do we covenant with one another. Thank you very much.
Welcome again, everyone. You are at the Westside Unitarian Universalist congregation. My name is Carter Smith, and I have the honor of serving as the minister of this community. It is a great joy to be with you all for this service, this special service where we celebrate our youth who have gone through our coming of age program this year, like many Unitarian Universalist youth are also doing right now and have done before them and will do after them. You will hear their credos, their statements of belief, and they will lead us in a flower communion ritual. Also here with me is Steve Burrows, our worship associate. Madison Wagner is our youth advisor, and Reverend Katie Lawson is our director of religious exploration. All of these people have played a role in this service, and Madison and Katie in particular have been the co-teachers of this program. So we are all celebrating this milestone together. If you are here with us for the first time or the first time in a while, you are welcome. We are so glad that you are here. We have people joining us in the sanctuary and online this morning. To make some space in your life to attend to your heart and your spirit and to come together in community. We invite you to visit our website if you haven't done so. We've got some information on a QR code in the back of the pews, and we have a welcome form which will help us get to know you a bit better as you join us. And you can sign up for our weekly newsletter, the Westside Week. We've got a lot going on in this community. So with that, let us now take a moment to greet the neighbors we see around us. And come on back, and we will continue this at social hour. In our congregation, we like to have many voices in our pulpit, and so each week the people who light our chalice are given a chance to give a brief reflection. Madison is our youth advisor, and instead of a personal reflection, she's going to share about the coming of age program and give us a little bit of grounding for the service and share about what she's learned from working with these youth this year. Come on up, Madison.
Ooh. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here today. This is such an important day for this community to honor the becoming of these 4 young adults that you see on stage. My name is Madison Wagner, and I'm new to UU, and I have had the huge privilege of facilitating the Coming of Age program this year. Truly, there are not words to describe the honor it's been to witness and learn from these young folks. They are brilliant, they are deeply kind, They are curious and passionate and earnest, and they have power, each of them in their own way. And I'm so excited for them to get to share this with you and for you to hold that. So I'm going to share a bit about this program and why we're here today. But first, since I'm a bit of an outsider, or at least I didn't grow up in this church, I wanted to offer an observation. And it's this. I have always valued spaces where people were their most authentic, because those places feel the most safe to me, and they feel like they offer the deepest net of belonging. And when we feel like we belong, we thrive the most. It's a really worthwhile thing to cultivate. Maybe you have felt this too. But that is not a common thing to stumble upon, that feeling. Most communities I know, they're created around some part of us that's shared, whether it's an interest or a practice or ritual. It's rarely that a space welcomes all of the parts and all of the truths, and even more rare that it celebrates those things. And here, a core value is pluralism, is building a community that invites and adores all the things that make us unique, like the way our compass is whispered to us differently, or the truths behind what make each of us sparkle and feel alive. And it's a huge part of what drew me here. This is a dream. But witnessing these young folks this year has made me understand the real work that it takes to live this dream. You ask them to take on the task of discovering themselves in the fullest way they could. And this has meant, over the course of this program, hours and hours of sitting with big questions. Questions that don't yield answers right away or clearly. They've asked, what values really anchor me? And how do I personally feel connected to magic? Do I want to maintain that connection? How? Why? They have bravely experimented with a variety of practices with an open heart. We ask them to consider what you means to them and what their choiceful relationship is to it. When is the last time you have all sat with these questions? It's hard. It is. It's hard. And if that wasn't enough, they have also contended with and explored where their skills and their passions and their loves can find application in the ongoing project of our world, what responsibility means, and where they find sustainability and holes to let the light keep shining. So that's a mouthful, and it's been work. They have done this deep work all year, all while taking great care and consideration for each other. And they kept coming back even when the answers led to more confusion or contradiction, which they did. So it moves me a lot to see the dedicated effort that they have put in to building a practice of discernment around what is true for them, so they can show up in full authenticity and full integrity, so they can show up for this vision of pluralism. And it is this that we honor today. This commitment to self is forged through practice, and they have done the work. As we reinstate this program at this church, I invite you to bow your head to the work that these young adults have taken. And while I know UU prides itself on supporting each and every one of its members to go out and discover their truth and their compass and their path, I also invite you to support and guide these young adults as they live into their values and their leadership. Let's give them an applause. Thank you.
Please rise and body your spirit for our opening hymn, number 1074, Turn the World Around. Feel free to sing out and move as you feel comfortable.
We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water. Go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living in the mountain. Go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Whoa, so is life. So is life. Whoa, so is life. So is life. Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Do I know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Do you know who I am? Do I know who you are? See we one another clearly. Do we know who we are? Whoa, so is life a batiwa. So is life. Whoa, so is life a batiwa. So is life. Water makes the river, river wash the mountain. Fire makes the sunlight turn the world around. Heart is of the river, body is the mountain. Spirit is the sunlight, turn the world around. We are of the Spirit, truly of the Spirit. Only can the Spirit turn the world around. Whoa, so is life a batiwa. So is life. Whoa, so is life a batiwa. So is life. Whoa, so is life a batiwa. So is life. Whoa, so is life a batiwa. So is life. Yes.
During each of our services, we take a moment to make collective space for holding the joys and sorrows of this community. As a reminder, if you have a joy or sorrow to be shared, there's a form to do that in our newsletter, the Westside Week, or you can reach out to me. First, from Steve Burrows. He is thrilled to announce that his daughter Harriet is expecting a baby boy at the end of September. Both mother and baby are in excellent health, and Steve is having to remember to breathe from time to time. He is very happy to have his kids starting to contribute to the shared trove of grandkids between Jill and Steve, now counting 6. And we have a mixed joy and sorrow from Carrie Lucinian. She writes, after completing 6 biopsies in as many months, and I've lost count of how many other procedures, I have received mostly good news, no cancer. I have much to address next year, and I regret that after this summer, I will no longer be a member of Westside. As an intended flexible faith, Unitarian Universalism has traditions of periods of discernment for individuals and congregations. I count many good friends among Westsiders, and will see some of you at Westside Auction and other events. And a sorrow from Sue Holly. She writes, I have been in the hospital for the last 7 weeks, and I have spent years trying to thrive with my health challenges, but a stubborn New York attitude can only get me so far. It is with much sorrow that I share I was told that I was not only officially turned down for a lung transplant, but they believe I only have weeks left. I cherish this community so much, and it is what helped make Seattle home to me 20 years ago. I am grateful for the love and support I have received and continue to receive. Sending so much love to you all. And Sue, if you're watching, we are sending so much love to you. Let us take this moment of silence to hold in our hearts these joys and sorrows, and all those that are known and unknown in this community. May we lift each other up in love as well as our neighbors in the whole human community. A Prayer for Mother's Day by Leilani Davenberry, who serves in our RE program as our Equity, Inclusion, and Creativity Advocate. Happy Mother's Day blessing to all those who mother, caregivers, teachers, aides, bus drivers, aunties, cousins, older siblings, and friends, and elders at church, and in neighborhoods who make church and their homes an oasis of love and belonging. Happy Mother's Day to all the stepmoms, bonus moms, want-to-be moms, moms who have lost or had to give up babies, who are separated from their children, and to all the incarcerated and detained moms. Special kindness and thoughts to all who have lost their moms, who are estranged from their moms and have complicated relationships to motherhood. We hold all who mother with us today. Let us continue this meditation singing "There Is a Love."
Holding all that
We have now come to our time for all ages, which will be a little bit different than usual. We're having our flower communion, led by our coming of age youth. And so in just a moment, they're going to lead you in instructions. And I would invite maybe 4 or 5 volunteers to meet me at the back of the room near the flowers, and we'll just stand there and wait, and we'll get instructions. So I see Madison and Katie and Judy and Harper. Great, I love it. And then afterward, we will sing our children out to their classes, and there's going to be RE classes downstairs, and all are welcome. But because this is a special service, youth who are maybe middle school and above are invited to stay. It's up to you. Okay, Ingrid. Sorry, it's Bryn.
Now let us share in a ritual, a flower communion, a tradition that began 100 years ago in a Unitarian church in Prague. It's a ceremony that honors the beauty of springtime, the diversity of people, and the deep interdependence that connects us all. You are invited to bring a flower to share. In this ritual, we each give a flower and receive one in return. The flower you take home will not be the one you brought. And in that exchange, we are reminded that we are shaped and blessed by one another. Flowers speak to us in the language of beauty. They remind us that life flourishes in difference and variety. Each flower is unique, and yet together they form a garden, just like we form a community. Soon you'll be holding a new flower. Can you imagine it in your hands? Do you have a certain type in mind? Do you want it to be big or small? Do you want it to be any specific color? Have you already admired the flowers and picked one out? Or have you decided to take whatever flower is there in the moment and appreciate its beauty just as much as any other? In life, you might get what you expect to get, or you might get something else. But if you look with an open mind, then you'll see beauty in every choice.
In a moment, our volunteers now will bring the flowers forward and place them on the tables here at the front of the sanctuary. While music plays, I'll invite you to come forward down the side aisles. You'll receive a flower, either one that's offered to you or one you're drawn to and can ask for. Then return to your seat down the center aisle. Let this flower be a gift. Let it be a reminder of the beauty around you and within you. Let it be something to ponder and enjoy during the rest of our time together. For those of you joining us online, I invite you to find a flower sometime this week, maybe in your yard or on a walk. Take a few moments to really look at it. Let yourself be surprised by its color, its shape, its quiet strength. Let that be part of your spiritual practice this week. And now, let us begin. Now, I invite you to bring your attention to the flower in your hands. Focus your senses on it. What can you notice? How does it look? Is it a flaming carnation, or a spidery lily, or a jeweled violet? How does it feel? Is the stem hardy and woody, or young and flexible? Does it have leaves? What shape are its petals? Are they smooth or jagged? Take a moment to take in its beauty. How does it smell? Is it sugary sweet or lightly perfumed? Root yourself in your seat. Feel the connection between you and Mother Earth. Her dirt, her water, her carbon dioxide, her sunlight nurtured the flower in your hands from seed to bloom. Now, think about the people who have nurtured you. Teachers, mentors, caregivers, friends. Take a deep breath and let gratitude for their time, love, and dedication to helping you bloom fill your chest. As you exhale, think about those who you have nurtured, friends, peers, pets, plants, and children. Let the joy and pride you feel seeing them bloom carry you forward, and let this flower be a reminder that we all need nutrients to survive.
Now we're going to be singing our children out, those who choose to leave, with As You Go. Go ahead and rise in body or spirit. I don't know how many we have leaving right now. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your life be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our love as you go. In a moment, we will engage in a collective act of generosity known as our offering. When we take time to actively support Westside UU congregation and its many ministries. With our gifts by text, check, or cash. Each month, we choose a community organization to share 1/3 of our undesignated offering gifts. That is, those donations not designated as your pledge contributions. For the month of May, our community giving recipient is Sound Generations. Sound Generations is a nonprofit that has served older adults in King County since 1967. I remember that year fondly. They work to remove the inequities that impact aging by providing essential services like Meals on Wheels, volunteer transportation, caregiver support, and help navigating resources. Right now, they are facing government funding cuts that threaten these vital programs. Their mission is to ensure older adults can age with dignity, equity, and support. You can give by text by sending a message with the $sign and the amount you want to give to the number on the screen. For folks here in the sanctuary who prefer to share your gifts by cash or check, the greeters will move among us shortly. If you'd like to give your gift to be recorded as coming from you, please use one of the envelopes in the pews. And now, let's enjoy this gift of music from John and Dennis.
Thank you for everyone for giving as you are able to sustain this community. Your gifts of time, treasure, and presence are real contributions to make this community work. And so now we will begin our credos, as Madison introduced at the beginning of the service. So the youth will each share their personal statement of belief, and we will give them lots of love. And we will begin with Lexi.
My name is Lexi Baltradoff. I am a lifelong Unitarian Universalist, and I believe in empathy. To me, it is the most profound emotion. Empathy is sensitive. It connects us. It burrows deep into our hearts and begs us to hold respect and demand justice. Empathy breeds love. I believe in service. Through Unitarian Universalism, I have discovered my passion and dedication to service work. Serving my community is not only my privilege, but my duty. I believe in ritual. Ritual behaviors ground us. They can be a lighthouse in a storm. I have found that rituals allow me to connect to and worship our earth. They empower me to set intention, and they grant me self-security. I believe in love. If there is a higher power, it must be rich with love. Love means respect. Love means uplifting others. Love means trying again and again. Love is the covenant we make to one another. I believe in prayer. I have learned that prayer can be a time of reflection as well as guidance. Prayer does not require worshiping a god or a deity. Prayer is personal. It can be music. It can be poetry, conversation. It can be any version of expression. I believe that life persists in the form of spirits, through reincarnation, when our bodies reunite with Mother Nature and provide new nutrients for new life to take hold. It persists. I believe in nature. Nature reminds us that we are not the most important beings blessed to call Earth home. As our seventh principle states, we are a part of an interdependent web. Nature was here before us, and it will remain here after us. Nature is infinite. As I have grappled with forging and understanding my belief system, I have learned that there is no single and no right or wrong answer on how to practice spirituality and religion. I have learned that in the pursuit of justice, we must take accountability for our ignorance, and I have learned that spiritual revelation is continuous. It is what keeps us young. It feeds the knowledge-hungry child inside us all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brittaker Darnell. If I could convince you to do any one thing, I would tell you to be kind to yourself. I believe you should treat yourself well, with compassion and understanding. I believe you should do fun things and spend time with people you love. Now, I know it can seem hard. After all, we know all the worst aspects of ourselves. We know all of our mistakes and all of our regrets. It may seem better to speak badly about yourself and push others away. But punishing yourself does nothing but make you unhappy. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make the world a better place. The only thing it does is hurt you. So I believe that you should treat yourself well. I believe that you should be good to yourself so you can be good to others. I believe that you should be good to yourself so you can become kinder and more understanding and make the world a better place. I believe you should be good to yourself so you can be happy. And I believe you should be good to yourself because you deserve to be treated well.
So the youth have requested that we sing our opening song again, but in a different kind of form. So we're going to invite you to rise in body or spirit. And then we're going to sing, one half of the group is going to sing the earth, the air, the fire, and the water. But I'd like for you to sort of face, you don't have to face completely, but face towards the other side as you're singing it. It doesn't have to be complete because you want to be able to look up front there. Pretty simple words, but sometimes I know how that goes. And then you got the idea. I didn't even have to coach this other side. That's very good. So we'll start with just this side over here first, and we'll sing it through like a couple of times. And then this other side will sing it through a couple of times. And it's almost like you're calling across the distances of villages. And this is common in villages for villages to sing to each other across the way, and across sometimes very long distances. So here we go. So the The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 yo, ayo, ayo, ayo. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, 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 ayo, ayo. Now this side again. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, aye. Now everyone face forward and sing to the youth. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Aye, 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 ayo, 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 ayo. Aye, 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 ayo, ayo. The earth one more time. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Celeste, and this is my credo. I have a lot of values. I value actions. I value emotions. I value truth. And I value kindness. I have a deep sense of self-awareness of who I am and am growing to be. I believe actions speak louder than words. And I believe real change takes action. Actions come from doing the things I say I will do. Actions come from experimenting, of trying things out and seeing what doesn't work and what does work. I believe I shape who I am through my actions. I see others through my actions. I make the world a better place through my actions. This is an example of something I crocheted myself. It's a little bunny. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a bunny. I made this to show my personality through a physical object, through my actions. Books and TV shows written by Jane Austen, who's the author of Pride and Prejudice, and Michael Schur, who wrote The Office and The Good Place, show character development. I hope to grow and learn so much more over the course of my life, just like these TV shows demonstrate. I value empathy. Empathy as in the choice to show others that I listen actively and with kindness. Empathy helps me feel safe. Empathy is truth. Empathy is connection. Empathy is growth. I believe empathy is powerful. I believe everyone has valued emotions, emotions that are often not shared, but important to human culture. Imagine if after we all voted in a real voting room, not online, they required us to walk through a hallway. In that hallway, there would be a punching bag, and we could punch it if we wanted to. This is an example of normalizing all emotions. It doesn't require setting up therapy sessions. It doesn't cost the government too much time and money. And it sets society up for a more relaxing experience. I believe in the 7 principles of Unitarian Universalism, and I believe in more. I believe actions combined with empathy and valid emotions is what makes me feel at peace.
My name is Ingrid Iverson, and this is my credo. I believe in luck, but I do not believe that life is a blind game. I believe in justice. La Justicia has as many names as she has forms. I do not believe in a blindfolded lady holding a scale and a sword, because her face is covered by a colored veil, and the scale in her hand is not even. But she can still close her eyes or push back her veil. She can sheathe her sword and add counterweights to her scale. I believe in sunsets and sunrises, trees and ferns. I believe in the journey of many paths, the golden wood and the road less traveled by. I believe in the art of the question and not the limits of the answer. I believe in the stars in the sky and the rocks on the ground. I believe in digging your fingers into the earth and coming up with something new. I believe in waterfalls and oceans, candles and bonfires. I believe in constellations. I believe in history and folktales, reality and imagination, and I believe in both at the same time. I believe that there is beauty in everything. I believe in the power of music, the movement, the transformation, the release. I believe in charcoal and paper and the courage to put the two together. I believe in change. I believe in reparations. I believe in knowledge and I believe in wisdom. I believe in storytelling. For how can we ever know that which we cannot imagine? I believe in words, and I believe in their inadequacy. I believe in magic. I believe in inclusivity, and to believe in inclusion is, unfortunately, to believe in humanity. I believe in community, in communal action. I believe that together we are stronger, strong enough to hold and uplift everyone. I believe that we all hold space and time and emotion and life, and whichever of those you call divine, we have the right to fill and to fulfill all of them. Should you respect the hateful? Can you be kind to the cruel? I believe that there is a covenant that should be spoken and honored more. I am welcome here. I am safe, and in return, I will welcome and protect others. I believe in a love so strong, nothing can break it. And I believe that we all have the capacity to love or hate every single thing. And now, with my eyes on the horizon, I am excited to find ways to put my values into action with my beliefs and community guiding me. Thank you.
Would you all stand here for a moment, please? Where I can see you. Look at you. Look at you. Dear ones, it has been a joy and an honor to bear witness to your reflection, to your care for each other, to your passion for finding and doing good, and your unmatched improv chops. May your search for meaning continue to be held in the care of community. May you speak your truth and also continue to be shaped by the truth that others share with you. May your spirit be fueled by courage and compassion. May you find hope in small kindnesses, in music, in beauty, and in laughter. And may you feel your connection to the whole of life so that it can support you when you feel alone and unmoored. May you be ignited by purpose and nurtured by wise angels. May love find you, and when it does, may you recognize it and receive it fully, and then share it with the rest of the world. It is a blessing you were born. It matters what you do. Let the beauty of love be what you do. You don't have to do it alone. You carry our steadfast love wherever you go. Blessings on you, blessings on your journey. We love you very much.
I invite you once again to rise in body or spirit. And the youth made these choices for the hymns that we're going to be singing. We'll be singing Blue Boat Home. And please rise in body or spirit, and we will sing Blue Boat Home. Though below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my driver can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor nor port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of our heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue home. Thank you.
Before we wrap up our service, we just want to change gears a bit. In the past couple of months, our congregation has been reached out to for partnership and connection with a congregation in Omaha. We've been put in touch with some people in our community that we would like to offer some support for, and Tracy and Cindy are going to tell you more about it. Come on up.
Good morning. Kind of representing the Racial Justice Change team today, as well as our whole beloved community. As you know, the Racial Justice Change team works to make equity real, makes it be part of our life, part of our learning, and part of our journey as UUs. This opportunity came forth to us from Reverend Carter and then with Tracy, which say some more, and we jumped on it. We said, this is who we are about. This is one way for us to live our values and look at the world beyond ourselves. Remember, we're interdependent, and it would be an opportunity for us to feel that independence, to help make a difference, and to show that our values are real and do guide the way we work, the way we speak, and how we share our treasures. So Tracy's going to tell a little bit about our 2 young men that we've met who could use our help because their situations have brought them to a place where they need advocates and folks to love them. Tracy.
Thank you. And I think both Cindy and I feel a lot of privilege about being included in this, just for a few minutes, in this beautiful service. So thank you to the youth here. But as Carter said, over the past few months, the RJCT and all of us have gotten to know a young Afghan refugee, Ali, and his cousin, Mati, and they're here today. Want to stand up and just wave? And if you like, after the service, we'll be in the fireside room. You can grab a cup of coffee downstairs and come and meet them and learn more about them. But they've come to Seattle because the federal judges here are more likely to look favorably on Ali's asylum application than those in Nebraska where they came from. And it was the Omaha Second Unitarian Universalist Church that reached out to us. They've been providing support, Afghan refugee support, and they knew that these 2 young men were setting out here in an unfamiliar city, and just the closest of their family. Mati is actually, he has asylum. He came here to accompany Ali so that Ali wouldn't be coming to a strange place all alone. And I feel like, again, we can be part of this community of support. Plans have changed for Ali recently because the Trump administration just determined that somehow Afghanistan is a perfectly safe place for Afghan refugees to return to, so they will not get any additional protection from deportation. And Ali and Mati's family, their extended family, worked extensively with the United States and other Western non-governmental organizations, nonprofits, to build schools for and educate everybody in Afghanistan, and particularly girls and women. And when the Taliban took over in 2021, all of their lives were very much in danger. And that really hasn't changed. So Ali is setting out on it's already been a long journey, but he's continuing his journey to find a safe place to land outside of a war zone. So this morning, and you can learn more about their stories. I mean, they're heartbreaking and inspiring. These 2 young men have so much integrity, and they're kind. They have a lot of strength. And anyway, this morning, we're going to ask that you join us and the UUs in Omaha to support Ali's journey. So he's headed to Canada because that is a more likely place for him to get asylum there. And we have the opportunity to help change the trajectory of this young, promising individual's life. I just want to read a quote from Rachel Solnit that speaks to the importance of making a difference where we can and where the opportunities arise. They want you to feel powerless and to surrender and to let them trample everything, and you are not going to let them. You are not giving up, and neither am I. The fact that we cannot save everything does not mean we cannot save anything, and everything we can save is worth saving. So thank you. And if any of you have connections in Canada that could be supportive of when Ali gets there, let us know.
Thank you. Thank you, and look forward to seeing some of you in the fireside room.
Thank you, Tracy and Cynthia. It takes a dedicated team to create our services. We'd like to thank Scott Farrell, our instrumentalists, John Hanson and Ronnie Bishop, the Reverend Carter Smith, and of course, our WSUU youth, which never fail to astound. Madison Wagner, who's been leading them, Nate Mesner and Henry Sikora up in the booth, ushers, of course, our hospitality downstairs, so we'll have lovely coffee waiting for us. It is a pleasure and a blessing to do this sacred work together. Please make sure to look at your Westside Week, which you will have received on Friday, and save the date for the annual meeting, June 1st. Very important, we'll be voting on budget, board, NOMCOM, or nominating committee, and pathways to repair and reconnect document. That's very important. And I have this from an announcement from the auction team. The 2025 auction team is thrilled to announce that we made $41,000 overall on our online We Are Family auction, plus our Groovin' with the Fam auction final disco party this year. Far out, baby. We heartily thank the web of support from our donors, local businesses, bidders, volunteers, and staff. Together we build light, sparkle, and a stronger community. Donors and successful bidders should look through their emails for auction contact and purchase information. During social hour today, the auction team will have business gift cards and a few additional items for sale. See Laura, Mike, Lisa, Don, Leah, and Shannon. Our next Sunday service will be on May 25th. And it will, our guest speaker, the author B.J. Cummings, led by Liz Bucklew, with music by Scott Farrell and the Westside Chorale, and the title is The River That Made Seattle.
Thank you all for coming to our service. Downstairs we'll get to celebrate these wonderful people, Celeste, Bryn, Ingrid, and Lexi. Just welcome to the leagues of Unitarian Universalists who have done some really, really deep reflection to figure out what you believe. Not a lot of people get a chance to do that or are given the choice to do that. So welcome and congrats, you've done it so well. Please rise in body or spirit one more time as I share our closing words, yet another blessing for these wonderful folks. Bryn, Ingrid, Celeste, Lexi, as you step forward into your next chapter, we send you with our fondest hopes and blessings. May life bring enough challenge to fuel your dreams, enough affirmation to honor your gifts, and enough nurture to give your spirit peace. Believe in your vision, follow your dreams, and know that when you return to us, here you will find the hands of friends, and so look out. These are the people that you can return to. And now I will invite Madison to release our flame. As she does so, may we all go into this week blessed and blessing the world. We hold each other in our love as we go.